Hello everyone, it's Matthew with the NOLAnerdcast here at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm so flustered because guess who I'm talking to? It's Gail SImone, the greatest writer named Gail SImone ever. How are you?
I'm great. Hi Nola. How's everybody out there?
We're doing well. Chelsea says hi. You were the great Batgirl, like New 52, and now you are doing Secret Six. You've brought it back. I've ever since the Infinite Crisis, Villains United, I've been a huge fan. How has it felt to be able to come back to that group?
It's felt amazing, and also to be working with Gail SImone, who was the artist for Villains United, has been amazing. He's just a straight-up genius, and every page he turns in just jumps out at you, and he just elevates the whole thing and brings the real grit and muscle to it that book really needs. And so I just really am delighted in the team, and it took us a while to figure out who the new Secret Six team was going to be. And now that we're getting farther into the story, I'm really loving the new team a lot. And we have a bunch of reveals and things coming up in issue 4, 5, and 6. And then when we get on to the next arc, in this arc, Black Alice is getting more and more sick. She's getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And we start to learn why in the second arc. And we bring in a lot of the magic characters from the DCU, which I could not be happier about because I have wanted to write those characters forever, and finally getting the opportunity, so I'm just cannot wait.
Well, Catman and Ragdoll are two of the best characters because of you, and then Black Alice has always been a personal favorite. But I love that you brought Ventriloquist in, because she was a standout creation from your Batgirl run, so thank you for that.
Oh my gosh. I don't give myself nightmares very often when I write, because I've written a lot of creepy, bad, villainous characters, but writing the Joker when I was writing Batgirl, and then the New 52 Ventriloquist as we were, figuring out who she was and what her particular bent was going to be, I gave myself nightmares. And so when we decided to put her in Secret Six, I'm like, oh, do I really want to do this to myself? Yes, I do, because she creeps me out a lot.
It came out wonderfully. She's great. And then you also just announced your first Image book, and Crosswind looks amazing. And I know we're at DC, but just hit us with an elevator pitch for it.
The elevator pitch, well, the one-liner would be, this is Goodfellas meets Freaky Friday. And basically what happens is we have a very suave, handsome, sophisticated man named Kason, who is a Chicago hitman. And then we have a very a Seattle housewife whose husband doesn't respect her, her stepson hates her, the neighbors harass her, she really doesn't have her life together. And one day they wake up in each other's lives, and she appears in a hotel room with body parts in the tub and blood everywhere, and he appears in the middle of cooking dinner for her family. And then they really figure out how they're going to survive in these situations.
That's awesome. And you're one of the most just approachable and kind and just wonderful person on all sorts of social media. You're very interactive with your fans. So it's not really a question so much as a thank you for being so wonderful to everyone. You're a wonderful voice for just diversity and not being exclusive, just bringing everyone in, and just thank you.
Well, I thank everyone who participates, because I live in a very tiny town without a comics community or a comic store, and so this is like my community, I feel, as a comic book fan, and not just as a creator. So I really appreciate everyone else's input too, and have a lot of fun with it. So.
Well, thank you. And we want to end on one last question for you. You have to tell me, in your heart of hearts, who wins, cake or pie?
Wonder Woman.
That's the best answer. Follow her on Twitter, buy her books, support everything she does. There is no better people working in the industry than Gail. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, you guys.